special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Muscles past the defender. Tackled, but first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Dropping back, it's Townsend. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He finds some space. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grabbed by the receiver. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field and they'll go for it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I'd really like like this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator and head coach deciding to go for this. Why not take a chance here on this opening drive? You've gotten across midfield. Worst case is you put your defense back out on the field, but instead you pick up the first down, new set of downs, and they're thinking about a touchdown here on this drive.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it to the right side. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To throw, it's Townsend. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Important moment here in this championship game. 3rd down and short on the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a 1st down at the 21.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
A quick throw out left, complete. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
The offense, this is play number 11 on the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver.
We'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Defense is coming after him. Caught behind the line. It's a bunyip. And the defense comes up with the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today. Offense getting set. It's second down. Wants to throw it. And the receiver's got it. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The big fullback's got it here. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
The Gamecocks keep the football on the move. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough for a first down here.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught by the receiver. And he runs out of bounds. That's Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. To throw, it's Townsend. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Important second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out!
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Townsend. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that kick.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Him back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to the left side. And this pass is on target. Caught. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
First down and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Well, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. The back's got it. The tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's a great read here by this quarterback to be able to get the ball out to his back and let him do the work. And you know this defense now, next time they see this same formation, probably going to be aware of the pitch. Don't be surprised if the quarterback keeps it himself for a big gain as well.
He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Here's the second down play. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Trapping for a sack.
A great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. That rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness. And Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. He's in the clear. Huge play. Moves the ball down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end. And now we've got 1st and goal.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a first down. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, South Carolina. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And the wideout goes in motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. He's looking deep here. Is intercepted. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Ball handed off. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Fights through the tackler. As the first down is still going. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. He'll hand it off. Powers through. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
Makes the catch downfield.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling the faith he has in his guys.
Pressure is coming. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And it's a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Townsend. Quick throw to his receiver. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Delivers quickly to the left side. The pass falls incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
They don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tremendous toughness here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And the receiver goes down for a loss. The defense all over that play.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Dropping back, it's Townsend. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And he'll drop back here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. last time thanks to a long-range field goal. On first down, it's play action. Looking deep downfield to the left. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To the air. It's St. Clair. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Shotgun formation here on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Testing the right side here. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He fires it down the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. And here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Townsend. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
Press coverage now from these DBs. Quick throw, testing the middle. And this time, it's complete. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
The pocket breaking down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking tackles.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Back to throw. It's Townsend. Nice catch by the receiver along the sideline. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. And someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Conference championship pressure. They just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. To throw, it's Townsend. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down after that run on the previous play. appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create here on the move. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now it's second down here. Dropping back. It's St. Clair. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, he makes the catch. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 5 after the miss. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's looking deep over to the right side. They lost the receiver down there. He's got to play big game. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, South Carolina. There was no catching him that time.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. offense back out on the field. Scanning the field, it's Townsend. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So the misfire in 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. Looking to throw it again. This time it's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the 1st down. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Quarterback keeps the football. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant a seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Townsend. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Townsend. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Could take it all the way. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense produces 6 points.
Yeah, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And now to try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. A draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
To the air, it's Townsend. Looking deep to the right side. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Breaks into the open. Powering through a tackle. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. And he drops back in the gun. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
He'll throw it now. And he throws his third interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So, second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks like he's going to run it.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Swarm with the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line of the 49. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. He's got room to run. He gets the first and more. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
With the defense in man coverage, nobody there to account for the quarterback. A clear path opens up, a lot of space out in front. The quarterback made the defense pay big time. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. And it'll be full side of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the run, it's Henderson. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. He escapes the pocket. The receiver grabs it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and
looking to throw it deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Tries to get it to the running back. The ball is picked off. He's brought down quickly, and that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Just when it looked like they might make this a one-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Now rolling out to his left. He's going to take off. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. What a move into open space. Here he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. They are pouring it on now.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking to throw. It's Townsend. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's looking deep again. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying.
And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Breaks free in the clear. Touchdown, South Carolina. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Nobody can bring him down. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And they tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. 25. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He's got the first down and still motoring. Spinning move and still going. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
That's another touchdown for these guys, and they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
25.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Dropping back. It's Townsend. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Henderson.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Okay, ready?
On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pounding away with the run game. The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff running right. It's S the middle to get stopped. That one goes nowhere.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
Number 10.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.